look, there's been cronyism since some kind of deal was struck to put Washington, D.C. in the swamp that it's in, and ever since. This is not a new phenomenon. People have been mad about cronyism for a long time, and various politicians of all kinds of stripes, Jimmy Carter would be an example of one, Ronald Reagan might be an example of a Republican, have tried to do something about it. It's in part of our system. That's not what's new here, okay? You can go back to the 1970s to look at books written against crony capitalism and so on. The Wall Street Journal was writing those editorials at the time. What's new is the appearance of a demagogue on the scene who has been fueled by social media and his little helpers in the non-elite media to spread a message appealing to the basest instincts. Let me tell you something. Why did
Actually, I want to stop you there because you've had the floor for a while. Let Tim Carney respond, and you can come back. Tim Carney.
So rather than try to follow Bret on his navigation of which Fox News hosts are elite and which Fox News hosts aren't elite, because if you've seen Bret Baier and the way he dresses, I think he counts as elite, but I'm not sure about Hannity, because he wears jeans under the table on the air. But the cronyism... The cronyism, is reaching new heights. I mean, again, you look at this. You look at the bailouts of Wall Street. You look at Obamacare, where you had, again, these Republican leaders, the people who were put in power, Bob Dole and Bill Frist and Billy Tozan, all enriching themselves off of this corrupt law that then takes away choice from consumers. What's new is that when the government power reaches these heights and the Republicans ran against it, and then they showed that they said this is a cesspool. And then they got there, and it felt more like a hot tub to them, and they stayed. And that's what's new, is the Republican voters, the populist voters, saw that they were consistently being lied to by everybody inside the Beltway. So they turned to the guy who at least admits he's a crony capitalist and says he alone can fix it because he knows how the game is played. So it was the guys who rigged the game who set the stage for Donald Trump.
Jennifer Rubin.
Cronyism is a problem, but Donald Trump rarely talks about it, except to boast of his own efforts at cronyism. What does he talk about 90% of the time? Immigrants, trade. It is, as Bret says, about something much more sinister than economics and cronyism. And our opponents still haven't answered the question. Why is it that African Americans aren't upset about cronyism? Don't they count? Virtually none of them are supporting Donald Trump. What about Hispanics? He's doing worse than Mitt Romney, which is not easy. Don't they care about cronyism? What about women? Women overwhelmingly don't like Donald Trump.